this is weird. So this is so personal and straight on. I feel like really analyzed right now. Couple disclaimers that I would like to put out there. Number one, it was very important to me that if I'll be like doing this from my car, that it's a hands-free thing. See, I have it suction cupped to the windshield. Second disclaimer is where it's suctioned to on the windshield, it's not in a blind spot, which I think is really important. It kind of fits perfectly with my, what's that thing called? Whatever, the piece that comes down and is not a window. I feel some type of way about this because I'm really scared that, I'm really scared that if I ever get into an accident, I'll have footage of it being my fault. The fear that dominates that is that I'm going to like die on camera and just like obliterated and the whole thing's gonna be recording. With that being said, if someone ever finds this camera and gets that footage, please delete it. Please don't like look at it and watch it in slow-mo. But see, my disclaimer goes to say I had my hands free. I talk to myself in my car always. So what's the difference between me talking to myself normally and then having this singular entity doing its own thing? All I'm doing is talking to it, you know what I mean? Like I'm not operating it, I'm not focusing, I'm not doing anything to it. I think I am in accordance with the law, so I think I'm good. For the people that like don't know me, which I'm assuming anyone who doesn't know me probably isn't watching this, I've been commuting this semester from home to Temple University in Philly. And it's been interesting because the past 2 years I've lived there, and now, I mean, like where I live, like my hometown is close enough to justify commuting and saving money. I figured I'd try it out because I kind of came off of a really hectic last semester financially and mentally. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take it easy, stack my classes into Tuesdays and Thursdays. The way that my morning goes is I wake up, I get a lot of coffee, and I drive. I usually sit in rush hour for like 2 hours, about an hour and a half, 2 hours every morning. And by the time the coffee hits, I have all these ideas and I have all this commentary about what's going on around me. Basically, I realized that if I'm gonna be driving 2+ hours a day, and I wanted to start making regular videos, why not squeeze it into one? That better be the boo. So that's what I'm doing. I'll be doing this while driving. Don't know how the audio is coming out. I hate that I have to yell right now to hear, but 202, if anyone else drives on 202, the roads are just really loud naturally. I don't know why. And that's that. So this has been boring. I'm really sorry. If I end up uploading this as my like first official thing, oh my god, no one's gonna watch ever, because this is really boring. So, give me a chance. Give me a chance, man. Guys, come on. I am such a chicken when it comes to drinking hot beverages, right? Like nothing hot works for me except for people. I can't have like spicy food, even pepper's too much, and it's not like an opinion of mine. It's not like, oh, this is too much. It's like a physical opinion, I guess. Like I can't do it. It's impossible. And I'll try it. I'll try that. I'll try spicy things, and it's like the most mild salsa still. So the same goes with hot beverages. I'm just like so nervous to sip them. The anticipation, my lips will quiver. So my friend, and we always get coffee together, and she just like buys it and goes right in, and I'm like, can you test mine? And I'm like, what are you gonna take it and like tap it on your wrist like breast milk? I'll get coffee and I'll just kind of like be like this for 30 minutes, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drink this coffee. Like, don't even doubt it for a second. It smells hot. Maybe a couple minutes. I'll just wait a minute. I'm not ready for coffee yet. It's ready, you know. It's not because it's hot, it's just because I'm just not ready for it. And I'll get the vapors, and they'll be hot, and I'm like, no, it's just another minute or 10. And then I do that every time. It could be a cold drink, and I'm like, and it's fine. As soon as it hits my actual, like the back of my tongue, it's fine. And then I'm good. It's a little hot. There's this thing I've been thinking about, and I guess I'm calling it cop karma. And it's like when you see someone driving like an asshat, and you're like, look, we all hate you, and we all know you're driving like an asshat, but it's like, it's not my job to chase, like, I'm just a regular person in a car. I can't do anything about this person. But if you think really hard and you like manifest a cop pulling them over, like it'll happen, right? So the one night I was coming home really late, and this guy was just absolutely tailing me. And even on a ramp, like the ramp says 25 miles an hour. No one goes 25 miles an hour on a ramp, but I can't do 80, you know? So I'm going around the corner and this guy is so close on me, I can't even see him. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna play this game. So I just was chill. I just acted like it wasn't there. And once the barrier stopped and then you could merge over, like ripped over like all the lanes and just went taking off. And I just looked at that car, that white Nissan Altima, and I was like, and like little do you know, probably 5 minutes later, I see cop lights and I was like, and it was him pulled over, and I was like, I was real happy about that. Karma, it works both ways. So I feel like the best way to keep cops off of your back, if you know, if you're on the receiving end of this, is behave when they're not around. Like, right? So it's like 2 in the morning and you pull up to a 4-way stop and you just want to blow it. Just stop, you know what I mean? Because like the cop karma gods will be watching you at that 4-way and they'll be like, you know what, that was a good display of her character. I think that she doesn't deserve to get pulled over next time. Right? I'll let you know how it goes, but I'm gonna like really try to like be on my best behavior when no one's watching, and then hopefully it'll pay off, you know? Driving in Philly is really interesting. If you've never done it, you're probably gonna be really bad at it. Luckily, I grew up with my mom and Yaya driving all the time, and I got to see like, you know, she'd be like, all right girls, I need you guys all to look to the left, or to the left there, and let me know if anyone's coming, because I gotta merge over 6 lanes if we're going to the shore. And we'd be like, okay! And we'd look, and I just remember, like, I know where it gets tough and what roads and where people drive real fast and like all this stuff. So growing up with that, I was really lucky. I really thought I was gonna be a good driver, like off the bat, right? Because I grew up like riding a lot of bikes and dirt bikes. Like I was good at handling like transportational machinery. What the hell is the word for that? Like, not automobiles, but like things that move. Things with wheels? No, because I'm really bad at roller skating. Whatever. I had like good control over things I was sitting on top of that were moving, put it that way. And I remember I'm driving like the first day, I think my mom took me out with my permit, and we're driving, and my mom, I was like, oh, this is hard, like I don't know where I am in the lines, and my mom was like, Adrian, I thought you'd be better at this. And I was like, you don't need to. And we just kind of like bonded over the fact that I was a lot worse than we thought I was gonna be. I'm not used to driving with people in the car, so when I do take my friends somewhere, they're like, it's like, okay, did you want to walk? Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm one of those people that's always on shuffle because it's just easier. And I'll just skip through shuffle like really angry at like, why do all these songs suck? But it's like, I'm the one putting them there, so why don't I fix that? I think there's a cop behind me now, so I'm just gonna behave. Let's listen to some music. This song, it's called In the Morning by Nicole Reynolds, and I was listening to it one time. It was in a short film, I was like deep in gay YouTube, and I was watching like little short films and stuff, and it was in a long distance relationship video, and then the girl Nicole Reynolds sings like on the streets of Philly, and my ears were like, it's coming. Alright, well, it's about to happen. Here's the traffic.
I walk the streets of Philly. All these days are ordinary. I can't say that I'm not.
So I'm sitting in traffic right now on the Schuylkill, and I love reading license plates. It's like that little thing I do to like stay awake or to like entertain me. I've been really hypersensitive to like the KKR license plates because they look like KKK, and I'm like, well, shit, that's unfortunate. And this guy up in front of me, it's JZZ. Like, you don't want to change that? Like, I mean, anyway, so I'm sitting here thinking like, what if the randomization of license plates was how we got our names, right? Like you had 3 letters, and any combination of 3 letters was your name. Like the guy in front of me right now is JVS, like Javis. And oh, Jersey screws me up because they have digits in there. It's like G10, like G10. Like you just sound like a car model. It doesn't make any sense. But my sister and I play this game all the time where it's like the 3 letters, you have to come up with a saying, and like whoever does it like fastest wins. And it, for the J's, we always go to Jesus. Like it's always like JRS, Jesus roller skates. Like it's never like Justin, Javier. It's always Jesus. Jesus is just the butt of all of our jokes, I guess. Most trucks start their license plates will start with a Z. And I know this because my dad got pulled over when I was little, and I remember we were coming from like stupid like trumpet concert when I was in like 4th grade. God bless all of our parents for going to those. And we got pulled over, and he pulls off, and the officer comes up and was like, oh, like, you're going pretty fast back there. And my dad was like, what? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, Dad, you were going pretty fast. Like, who was I as a child? I don't understand. But, and then they were, whatever, they were talking. I don't think he got a ticket because he had a bunch of cute girls in the back. And, that's not how it should work. And anyway, the officer was like, I noticed your plate, because my dad has a truck, and he's like, it starts with a P or something. My dad was like, oh, I'll get that fixed. So now I just always remember, like, hey, remember that time Dad got pulled over, and that's how I learned that truck license plates start with like Z or Y or whatever? This is really dumb. That's really not important information, but if you wanted that as information, well, there you go. I like to see things and like tell little anecdotes about them. Like, I was gonna go on my like iTunes shuffle, like not my Spotify shuffle, like my freaking iTunes shuffle, which still has like all-time low. I'm just gonna shuffle and see what happens, and I'll tell you a story. Okay, so this is The City by the 1975. So in the chorus, my sister thought they were saying, you want to find love if you know you're insidious. So that's my anecdote about that one. Nikki is bad at song lyrics, so bad. Oh my God, it's snowing. That was supposed to happen today. I remember now. Thank you.